deep tissue mobilization, any clinical work, being this orthopedic massage, medical stress management massage, deep tissue massage must be part of any clinical work. Deep tissue massage in no case should be vigorous. As you understand, you cannot force the tissue, the muscles, if you will try to force. Just the protective phenomenon will react body with protective spasm of muscles, and you will continue vigorously to press. You just will traumatize muscles. You can initiate development of trigger points in myelinosis and curable muscular pathology. You know, when proliferation of connective tissue happen to the muscles, and this is due to trauma mostly. Due to trauma or not adequate treatment of trigger point can lead to this pathology. Now, as I stated, the deep tissue massage have to be part of any clinical work. Of course, when we go to the deeper layers of tissue, the clients feel a little bit stronger. Not always strong massage causing the real deep tissue mobilization. Now, in order to mobilize deep layers of tissue, include muscles, fascia, and etc., we using 4 strategies.
The mechanism of effect of massage on human body is mostly reflexive therapy. With NMI touch, I creating by stimulating. Right now I touch, my client feel touch, means I activate proprioceptors that responsible for touch, and they creating this impulse action potential. Now I apply pressure. Experience pressure means I create electrical activity under my fingers. I press a little bit more, and pain receptors will be activating. And this, what we're doing at the time when we perform massage, and we will perform massage in inhibitory regime. Lately, I will, on each part what I demonstrate, I will explain in details preparation and inhibitory regime. Basically, inhibitory regime means balance, not inhibition of sympathetic or parasympathetic activities, but balance between their action. At the time of massage performances, we're creating this massive impulse production, and this impulse is running, and of course, as you know, it's run to the centers, after this back to my hands, and of course will affect very positive inner organs on the additional to diagnostic palpation procedure and elimination techniques, we utilize in medical massage 12 kneading techniques and effleurage and friction action techniques. I would like to share with you a few of approaches to petrissage, known as a kneading. I will place, spread a little bit lotion. Petrissage number 1 is a kneading when 4 fingers moving to the thumbs, and thumbs play role of barriers. And in this case, as you can see, we perform mobilization of fascia, muscles, and of course, if we will little by little will stay and we will digging this what we do, we will reach in many places we can reach periosteum, and we can stimulate periosteum. And again, petrissage number 1 actually covered myofascial tissue release, what we call, we do applying approach of connective tissue massage, if you remember, but right now lubrication is pretty difficult. But in this case, you see what I do, I try with this action kind of stretching this, and to my thumbs and from my thumbs, this kind of here. Petrosage number 2. Petrosage number 2 we perform like petrosage number 1, but with difference hand after hand. And again, thumbs play role of barrier. Thumbs do not massaging, they just barrier. With 4 fingers we're removing soft tissue to our palms, and in this case we can very deep to mobilize the tissue. Petrosage number 3 to demonstrate. Petrosage number 3, we have to create from our hands form in a way that tip of the thumbs and the fingers will be on one level, and we'll putting on both sides of neck or shoulder, whatever, knee. And in this case, fingers, if in petrosage number 1, finger moving to the thumbs, in petrosage number 3, fingers will meet in upper portion of neck. Yeah, and petrosage number, it's just like this, hand after hand, and we're removing, if you will pay attention, a lot to posterior part, we're removing, grabbing, and this would allow us to stimulate deep tissue also. Petrosage number 4, usually we utilize on paravertebral zone, on segmental massage, and in this case, fingers of one of the hands will push tissue to this kind of angle corner, and it doesn't matter which. And in this case, we utilize petrosage number 4 and petrosage number 5. Petrosage number 5, usually we perform with elbow. If you can see, elbow just playing role of, like in petrosage number 4, as a part that pushing to the corner. And in this case, my left hand will perform the same action as is performing when we're doing petrosage number 4.